This isn't a very grand magic system, nor one that is shared by many individuals. It might not even count as a magic system really, it's more of a magical device that a protagonist would wield in a limited setting. I've also gone for a system that combines magic with technology, better known as Magitek. It basically works through a device similar to those portable Watchmans people had in the 90s. This device has the ability to play and project avatars of TV characters out into our plane of existence. These characters are not just holograms. Say if the TV show they're from, they have superpowers, those powers will have an effect on the world. This was achieved through the discovery of a strange piece of hardware dubbed the aether or heaven board for its strange supernatural abilities that was obtained from a classified location, and through reverse engineering, it created technology with almost otherworldly powers. A big company got hold of it and decided to utilize this power in a huge variety of industries. One of the main intentions for this was to create what I call the Magitek, because it felt fitting, a series of portable handheld TVs that allows the wielder to summon a character of their choice out into the real world, which they could interact with through the help of the inbuilt AI system named Quintus. The idea was similar to a Pokemon turn-based style game, except in the real world, to play with your friends, each summoning a character that would battle each other with their unique abilities until the other one was defeated. You could purchase microchips that contained a new character and slot it into the Magitek device, with up to 6 slots available to swap out. Every microchip would come with a card that explained the character and their abilities. Most of these characters have their own TV shows that were aired on TV for a short while to boost popularity. However, no one ever got to use these Magitek devices. They were never rolled out in the end. Only the prototype exists and remains locked up in the shutdown facility it was created. This is a device that the protagonist utilises whilst trapped in the facility, summoning the characters to fight entities nicknamed bugs that have overrun the whole place. Pixelated, twisted versions of the former facility dwellers who are under the control of an overarching entity called Glitch. This was the result of a massive failed experiment involving the Heaven Board. The protagonist fights their way through this facility with the guidance of Quintus, the AI of the Magitek, and on the journey they discover more about the experiments and collect more and more characters to wield and interact with. Anyway, let's get more into the actual rules of this device. So, these characters do have their own unique powers, however when you dissect it down, they all have the same effect on the world, which is a type of degradation similar to radiation. It's just that the effect will visually look different. For example, if a character casts a fireball, it won't actually set things on fire, if that makes sense. It will look like fire and move like fire, but it's really just degrading whatever it hits. Some characters do have their own unique ability to repair and heal through reversal of the degradation, which is handy to the protagonist if they need to heal from a fight. The rate and level of degradation depends on how powerful the character is and how their ability would translate, so a character who has concentrated spells would require more aim, but the damage will be greater, whilst a character who can create huge waves of water can hit everything, but the energy is so spread out that it doesn't do as much damage. If a character is defeated by a bug, they disappear but can be resummoned through Quintus, who can keep their memories stored. An important note is that the more powerful the character, the more charge they take from the device, and if the device runs out of charge, the character and their abilities will disappear until reactivated. Also true if the device is switched off. Energy pockets and engineered charging points can be found around the facility, which the protagonist can use to charge up the device. And using the device can also have its own effect on the protagonist's sanity and energy levels, as well as if they get injured by an enemy, so finding actual food and drink is also important, which can be obtained from vending machines found throughout the series of buildings. This isn't a perfect or thoroughly thought out concept. I always find I miss at least one thing when coming up with the magic logic of my projects, and I really try hard to avoid having any kind of plot holes or things that don't make sense. But for a quick brainstorming session, I was pretty happy with this. If I had to boil down the system to specifics, it would be like a summoning based magic with a technology twist to it.